That's the bottom line message for all of us. It does not make you boring. It does not make you somebody who's deliberately excluding yourself from the society. No. It gives you a very strong position from where you can say, I'm a Muslim. I have certain principles that I abide by. And this doesn't conform to my principle, and therefore, I'm sorry, I don't celebrate Halloween. May Allah make our culture and our understanding and our practices all tally with the teachings of Islam. May Allah protect us and our families from following those customs and traditions that doesn't follow the traditions of Islam. May Allah protect our families and our children, and may Allah make us the best of people. Wa akhir ad-da'wana and alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة للمتقين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. Some of you may be thinking, Brother Ajmal is being very strict about this issue. Normally he isn't so strict about most things. Why is he being so strict? One thing we can never compromise on, my brothers and sisters, is our belief in one Allah. Anything that dilutes that, I will stand firmly against it. Anything that contradicts Tawheed, no room for compromise. Anything that compromises our concept of worshipping Allah as one and the only and dedicating everything for the sake of Allah, I will be very strict about it. But mu'amalat, no problem. I'm probably very liberal about mu'amalat when it comes to most of the aspects of our social interactions, not an issue for me. So this is the reason why I'm making this to you and point to you. I want to draw to your attention one more thing. Historically speaking, we have looked at us as minorities in the Western countries in the UK. We're minorities, small in number. Can people of small in number make substantial impact? Yes, they can. How do we know? Our new Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak comes from Hindu background, with Indian heritage. He has only been in politics for 7 years. His father was a GP who came from Indian background. He is now the Prime Minister of this country. Could anyone have ever thought a brown man with Indian heritage would become the Prime Minister of the UK? No. But he did. It shows something very profound, and that is if you are diligent, if you are hardworking, and if you really push your children and your families to excel and do things well and stick to it consistently, you can get to the height of achievement in any society, anytime. So, Rishi Sunak stuck to his principle. He's a practicing Hindu gentleman. And we all know this because he's made it very clear. I am practicing Hindu person. Even in 10 Downing Street, they say Rishi Sunak is well known for practicing Hindu person. He would go to opening ceremonies. He would never drink alcohol. He sticks to his principle of him being Hindu. And we should respect that principle that he has. Whether you agree with his politics or not, that's a different discussion. You can disagree with his politics, I do. I don't agree with his politics at all. But what is remarkable is his achievement. Stayed consistent to this principle. Stay faithful to your faith. Be loyal to your faith. Be proud to be a Muslim. Be very proud to be a Muslim. You can achieve the height of achievement. You don't need to compromise as Muslims, ever. You don't need to compromise your faith. You don't need to sell your soul to get anywhere in life. You can remain a good Muslim. And you can achieve the height of achievement in life. Like we have a good example in front of us, Rishi Sunak. Now, I want you to look at other models, role models amongst us, and see how many of us can see Muslims having achieved the same without compromising their principles. And sadly, not many Muslims in political world can, unfortunately, go to that level and haven't compromised their principles. Unfortunately, I don't understand why some of these Muslims feel that they need to compromise their principles, otherwise they won't be accepted. You will be accepted for who you are if you're true to yourself and true to your faith. And the final example, my brothers and sisters, 70 years ago, 75 years ago, Britain was the ruling India. Did anyone think 75 years later an Indian man would be the Prime Minister of Britain? Nobody thought that. Now, forget about the Indian man and Indian Raj. This building is to be owned by the Governor General of Punjab, who was a British colonial master of India. We have bought this building to make it into a mosque. Yeah, Governor General of Punjab in India. Okay, well, the fact you can get is on the plaque outside. Could anyone have imagined that this building, this land would one day become Muslims? No, nobody had ever imagined it. But alhamdulillah, if you work hard, if you stay united, and if you have the resolve, you can achieve it in life. Not a problem, you can. So my recommendation to you, my brothers and sisters, Halloween will come and Halloween will go. You don't have to jump for it or jump with it. You can say, really sorry, not for me, thank you very much. You can be given all sorts of temptations for you to take, from alcohol to haram money to positions of power with no ethics. You can say no to all of those and say, look, I'm a Muslim, I don't take those things. And you still can achieve the highest if you want to. So my bottom line message today, especially for younger children who are here, be proud of your faith and don't give up on your principles. Your faith is what's going to make who you are, and it's going to guide you to become the best that there is. If you don't understand the principles of your faith, study and learn a bit more. The more you learn, the more confident you become. I have learned, and I was telling my mother yesterday, that when I came to this country at the age of 14, or slightly that age, after having studied, I had forgotten English completely. I could not speak a single word in English. And I took up a job in a newsagent, just to supplement my income. And the owner of the newsagent, his wife used to laugh and mock at me for my accent. I could not pronounce English words properly. She used to laugh at me all the time, and it used to hurt me very deeply. And I told the boss in Mr. Shah, his name was, he's passed away. I said to Mr. Shah, how can I improve my English? He goes to me, if you follow my formula, your English will be amazing. I said, what's the formula? He goes, I'm going to give you one newspaper every day and one magazine every week. And I want you to read them from beginning to the end, even if you don't understand. And highlight the words that you don't understand. Get a dictionary and try and understand it. He used to give me the Guardian newspaper every day, and he used to give me the Economist magazine every week. And at the age of 14, I began reading when I didn't understand much English. By the time I became 17, I was giving lectures in English in my college. I owe a debt to that Hindu gentleman who was the owner of a newsagent. But do you know what I learned? You can do what you want in life if you are dedicated and if you're principled. You can achieve anything you want in life if you're dedicated and principled. And he used to respect me so much. I was 14, never ever compromised on my faith. At my workplace, I would pray at my prayer time. I would not sell anything that I considered haram in his shop. I would not even touch it. I would say, really sorry, Mr. Shah, that's not mine. It's somebody else's job. I can't do this. He used to say, I respect this young boy because he's principled. You can be even better in life if you are committed to your principles. So brothers and sisters, I want to finish here by saying, Halloween is not for us, but the whole world is open to us. There are cultural expressions that enable you to be amazing people. Embrace them, celebrate them, and share them with the people around you. The cultural expressions that demonstrate your decency, your hardworking, your attitude to unity, love and mercy and kindness to humanity, your compassion for service to benefit the society, your dedication to improving the world, bringing justice to this world, all of those things, celebrate them by showing them in your behavior, in your conduct on a daily basis. Those should be your cultural celebrations, and those should manifest in everything that you do. And if you remain dedicated, principled and diligent, you can become the next Prime Minister of this country or any country you like. So children, if you want to become like Rishi Sunak, remember, don't compromise on your principles. Work hard and you'll get there, inshallah. My brothers and sisters, with these words I'd like to finish. I'd like to ask you all to do one most important thing before I finish. This masjid is not complete yet. We still need to raise 2.5 million. One amazing donor from amongst us has kept himself anonymous, has promised to give us 1.5 million, alhamdulillah, with a condition that we can match the same with 1.5 million that we raised from ourselves. We need to pay by the end of December 2.5 million to the owners of this land. Then the transfer of this property would be made to Southgate Mosque, inshallah, by the end of the year, once we've given them 2.5 million. We have an event coming up on the 6th of November, Sunday, in Ariana Banqueting Hall. They're selling tickets and they're asking you to sponsor tables My brothers and sisters, this is our event. This is your event. This is your masjid. It's not a private property of anybody. All of us will die. The building, inshallah, will remain for hundreds of years. A hallmark for all of us, and a sadaqah jariyah for you and your family. So please, before you leave today, buy the ticket for yourself and for your family if you haven't bought one yet. Sponsor a table of 10 people. If you're a business or an individual, add more. We're saying sponsor a table for 2,500. We have only got 30 tables to sponsor. Already achieved 16 tables, alhamdulillah, sponsorship. So only a few left for you to do. The reason I remind you this is because we have time deadline. By the end of December, we must be able to raise 2.5 million. I never give up on anything, as you probably know. Inshallah, the money will come. Whether it comes from your pocket or somebody else's pocket, Allah decides. Do you know, you can give all you like, or if you want to give, you can wish all you like. If Allah doesn't want your money, Allah will not take it from you. Remember this, Allah will not take it from you. So don't think I'm going to give, therefore I'm going to be somebody important. No, if Allah doesn't want your money will not come to this masjid. And I say this with conviction in Allah, that Allah will make it happen, inshallah, since He has made it happen so far. Only volunteers have done this, just volunteers have painted this room day in and day out. They've been scraping the radiators, cleaning them outside. They've been amazing, mashallah. Community has been just brilliant. So please, let's make this dinner event coming up on the 6th of November a success. Bring your families together. Let's create an alternative culture that is for us in Southgate and for the communities of Southgate, that we are Muslims. We have a center from where we can celebrate our culture as openly and as widely as possible, by staying together and by staying committed, inshallah. May Allah accept it. We say Ameen. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, Ya Akramul Akramin, accept our dua, Ya Allah. Accept our dua, Ya Allah. Accept this masjid, Ya Allah. Accept our effort to build a masjid for you, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, enable this masjid to pay all its debts, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, Ya Akramul Akramin, unite our hearts, Ya Allah. Unite our hearts, Ya Allah. Unite our hearts, Ya Allah. Instill love and mercy for us, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, give our children the strength and confidence to be proud of their faith, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, make our children the ambassadors of your faith, Ya Allah. Make our children the best of people, Ya Allah. Make our children and protect them, Ya Allah, to be the ambassadors of your deen, Ya Arhamur Rahimin. Ya Akramul Akramin, protect our community, Ya Allah. Protect our community, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, we make dua for all people of the world, Ya Rabb. We ask you to free all places that is occupied, Ya Allah. All places that are in wars, Ya Allah. All places that are facing natural calamities, Ya Allah. We make dua for people of all parts of the world, Ya Allah. Palestine, our brothers and sisters in Kashmir. We make dua for our brothers and sisters in Uyghur. We make our dua for our brothers and sisters in Syria and Yemen. In all parts of the world, wherever there is trouble, Ya Allah, free them from troubles, Ya Allah. Restore peace and stability on this earth, Ya Allah. Ya Arhamur Rahimin, Ya Akramul Akramin. Return peace and stability on this earth, Ya Allah. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون والله يعلم ما تصنعون. أقم الصلاة.